I want to take a few citizens from Gurugram who are calling. Suesha,
Right.
we have Abhishek Asthana. You want to speak with him? Go ahead, Suesha.
Hello.
Abhishek, very good afternoon. You watched our report. All right. Preeti, I don't know how audible I am, but
We can
Abhishek,
hear you. Go ahead,
first
Suesha.
your point of view. In case you want to share. Abhishek, what do you want to say as a resident of Gurgaon?
So I stay at the Golf Course Extension Road. It is the extension of the famed Golf Course Road. And I mean, the residences here have also skyrocketed in prices. I bought this place in 2023, and in the last 2 years, this place has doubled in terms of the price. But the kind of stuff that I see outside my condo is pretty, I mean, if you walk around, it feels like you're roaming in England. The moment you walk out, it feels like some a tier three village that you're going out. I mean, it's sewage water outside. I mean, I have no clue what kind of development goes on. I have no idea, no information as to what development is going on. And see, in terms of information, I have no clue. Plus, when something goes bad, I have no idea when it will get corrected. And I simply, I mean, fear going out, basically taking my car out to different places in Gurgaon. For me, my car stays in the garage for the 2 months of monsoons. So
Well,
that is the kind of life
I
we are
wouldn't
living.
blame you, but if I were you, I would think you're saying in 1 year it's doubled. I would reckon bail because tier 3 villages seemingly are way better than what Gurgaon is in terms of civic planning. Chandni, you wanted to make a point, and there is, because you were talking of, living in one of what is considered the best parts of Gurgaon, which has a very high residential value in terms of investment. But yet, the minute you step out of your condominium compound, it's terrible.
Preeti, actually, we've all seen how terrible it is. The visuals are speaking for themselves. But what I wanted to do was bolster your point about the budgets and who's taking care of what. Because I think at the heart of everything is follow the money, right? So we are saying the Municipal Corporation of Gurgaon, which is actually supposed to be responsible for civic services in Gurgaon, for the year 24-25, they have passed themselves a budget of 1571 crore. The Gurugram Metropolitan Development Authority, which handles the broader urban planning, infrastructure, water, and roads, which is headed by our chief minister, has increased its budget by 3 times. They spent 954.08 crore for development in last year, and this year they have now given themselves a budget of 3,034.82 crore rupees. What I'm saying is, and I'm also bolstering Sir's point here about corruption, someone needs to follow the money. There is enough budget, there's enough money. What is missing is intent in governing a city like Gurgaon, which is, by the way, collected a revenue of 3,875 crores from liquor last year alone. And this is only Gurgaon. Please remember this. So we really need to follow the money.
You're right there, because Ravinder, if there were as many storm drains as there are liquor vents in Gurgaon, it'd be a different story.
It's true. See, the problem, Preeti, is this chalta hai attitude. Now, somebody sitting in power, he thinks or she thinks, or people who are responsible, their attitude is, okay, these 10 different heads are coming on this show. They will talk, rant, and they will vanish. The moment the rain is over, nobody's going to talk about this. The problem here is somebody needs to fix the accountability and put a poster that you guys failed us. That level of campaign is needed on social media, and work has to start immediately after this rain and not wait for the next rain to figure out Nalia kahan gayi.
I think we're going to try and do a bit on this one, because Suesha, you want to take another caller, because the apathy is abysmal and there needs to be some accountability. If we are good for anything as a media network, we need to be good at this. Suesha, you want to take another question?
Right. Preeti, I also wanted to ask a lot of these residents joining us, because, the sense I get is that Gurgaon is now crossed its saturation mark. And it is at a very critical juncture. The next 5 years are very crucial, because in the way that the development is happening, it is not able to accommodate the population that it has, the civic amenities that are rather on the downfall. And if the civic authorities don't take control in the years to come, and in these 5 years, then the state of Gurgaon is beyond abysmal, is what is the sense that I get. I would really like a point of view from the residents of Gurgaon.
All right, let's get Anulal, Yoga Smith founder, PTE Limited. Anulal, what's your point? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been making viral videos about Gurgaon flooding for many, many years. I think over 10 years. Every year the videos go viral. I upload them on the CM window. They get resolved because the ticket gets closed. You know, in the months of monsoon, everybody is very hyper active. Our RWs are very active even throughout the year. But nothing really happens throughout the year. And see, one thing I think we have to understand is that urban elite are nobody's vote bank. You know, we are not a vote bank for anybody, so nobody cares about us.
But it's not just you, Anulal, you know, it's not just the urban elite, because there are hapless people who are caught in this abject civic mess, because there are people who are not just in from the urban, colonies that are considered elite. Adwaita, 30 seconds, we need to close the show, man.
You know, there are people, Preeti, who have died in this particular season. We need to talk about them. There are people who have been electrocuted, who've fallen into open manholes, who have lost their lives because of this ineptitude, this alleged corruption, which is highly likely. I mean, I'm mind blown by the kind of budgets they had. You think they didn't have a budget to do anything.
Right.
People have lost their lives for this. What more are we waiting for?
No, fair point. And I would reckon really, and this is a request to all those who live in Gurgaon, because if you're going to crib every day about the civic infrastructure, please start putting your money where your mouth is. Start verbalizing it, start campaigns. We're going to do what it takes. My colleague Suesha has been reporting for the last week from Gurgaon. She's going to continue to report. And sadly, viewers, as we are relaying this show to you, we are flooded with calls coming in. No, not from Gurgaon, but Bengaluru. So I would reckon the next chapter of Sync City is going to be Bengaluru after Gurgaon. But we are going to be focused on Gurgaon and try and get answers. Sadly, not from one agency, but four. The MCG, the GMDA, Huda, HSVP and the Chief Minister, who's in charge of urban planning in terms.